Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. It's me, Eric, one of the education specialists here at Eastern Banks Learning and Life Center, and we are back for another video. I'm in the school garden. We just had a freeze, I think about 2 days ago. The temperatures dropped all the way down to about 9 degrees, and then last night we had some snow and freezing weather. And I wanted to just come and check on everything. I can see now there's some damage because some of our fabric has been shifted because of the wind. But I'll show you guys that in a minute. Before we get into the video, make sure that you guys like this video, subscribe, comment, and click the notification bell to be notified when we drop new videos, okay? So let's get right into the video. Okay, as you can see, there's ice still on the ground. That just happened last night. So I'm sure all of the lettuces and see, anything that was a green leafy vegetable is dead. Everything else that's still alive is the garlic. Not surprising. Hopefully the onions did okay because they were established. So the garlic is still growing. It's doing good. Like kale, Swiss chard, dead. And then the trees are still doing okay. On this side of the greenhouse is where we have our other. Oh no! Guys. Oh, that is horrible. That is so bad. Wow. Well, on this side, we were going to have a great harvest of napa cabbage, but everything is dead. Something told me to harvest the cabbage even though it really wasn't ready. I didn't think the wind was going to blow this heavy fabric like this. Ugh. And of course the only thing that's still alive is the garlic. Man, that's horrible, you guys. Look at that. Look at that. This sweltering mess. I knew I should have came and harvested this stuff. I really should have. It's all dead now. A frozen mess. Well, it's not frozen anymore. It's like defrosted mess. It really sucks, guys. Like, the students put so much time into actually get it on those napa cabbages to even grow at first. Literally everything is gone. The kale, the Swiss chard, the lettuce. Like I really should have came and harvested this. Excuse me. We did have what are they called? I keep forgetting. Artichokes. Those are perennials, so they should come back. If not, oh well. We had carrots here. Even though the leaves of the carrots are dead, I can still come back and harvest the actual root. Oh, that was so bad. Well, oh well. So here in the greenhouse, we were still growing food, but that freeze, even though the plants were protected in the greenhouse, that freeze still managed to affect the plants. So, like some of these, like this part of the parsley can be harvested. Some of the chives can be harvested, but everything else, we're just gonna have to remove it and compost it. Like we can harvest some of the kale over there. I'll show you guys real quick. You can harvest some of the kale, some of the top soy. Like you see how the kale is still doing pretty good. But I'm gonna have to, I'll just harvest that now and just take it, clean it, and process it, and deliver it to a family. Anything else that was grown in here, it is dead. So what I'm gonna do now, up until the time that we get back in the garden with the students, is just clean up and just prepare. So like taking all the dead plants, putting them together in a pile to take to the community garden to put in the compost. These peppers, I really don't know what to do. What I might do is just remove all the leaves on these peppers. Hopefully the peppers are not completely dead. Just clean everything up on the peppers. Hopefully that freeze also killed the aphid. So by me cleaning up the pots and removing the leaves and just cleaning it up, hopefully these plants come back to life in the spring. We will see, and I'll keep you guys updated. So that's what I'll do now. I'll just clean up the greenhouse, get everything together, and just start preparing, getting the pots out, lined up, getting our labels together and all that good stuff. The only thing that really did well in here were the carrots in these buckets. I guess maybe because they weren't near the sides of the greenhouse, maybe. I'm not sure. But they are still growing and still getting bigger, which is nice. So at least we have carrots still growing. Now going over here to the other side of the garden, the wind managed to blow our cover over here as well. And some of the kale still doing okay. But I don't think everything is, see, everything under here died. And I probably should have covered the onions, but I didn't think. Jeez, man. So, future lesson. Well, a lesson I'm taking from this is next time that we're growing onions through the winter, to just cover them up as best you can, especially with straw. I had straw in the greenhouse. I should have just, the last time I came to the garden, I should have just put extra straw around the onions, because now I don't think we're gonna have onions unless they come back miraculously. I thought they were doing good. I thought they would be fine, but I was wrong. So I just want to check under everything. It seems as though this kale did okay. Yeah, look at that. That's crazy. The kale over here did fantastic, even though it wasn't covered up all the way. And the only explanation, excuse me, that I can give is that we've been growing this kale since last spring. So it had more time to establish, excuse me, their roots. So compared to these kale varieties, well, kale plants compared to the kale plants over there, I feel like that's a good explanation. Our rosemary did not come through. I'm gonna pick some to see if I can still smell it. I mean, it still smells like rosemary, but I don't know if you could actually use that in cooking. I'm sure that'll come back in the spring. Fingers crossed. If not, we can always get a new rosemary bush. All the garlic is still doing okay. Let's check on the other kale in this row. We have more kale in this row here. I'm gonna show you guys. that's not doing so well. This side. They might pull through. These kale plants, they just might pull through. We're gonna keep them covered throughout the night. Bring this back. Okay, and we did have snap peas growing under this green tarp, but yeah, everything's gone. Yeah. Okay, well, there's no need to keep it covered. Let's just remove it. The onion's still doing okay. We had onions in a small row there. Those onions are doing okay, surprisingly. This is the tarp we should have had over that row with all the onions. Well guys, I've learned from my mistakes here in the garden. Even though the temperatures got below freezing last year, well, earlier this year and last year, it was not as cold and back to back as it was this year, just these past few days. And I've learned from my mistakes. One, I would definitely harvest everything, even if it's not ready beforehand. Two, I would use more straw as bedding for like the garlic, carrots, and onion sets that we have, because all of the onions, almost all of the onions that we had growing are near death or already dead. So I don't know if we'll have a onion harvest this year. Well, in 2023. And number three, I would use more of that green thick fabric that I showed you, because it did protect some onions, not all of them, but it did protect the ones that were in the area with the snap peas. So I would use more fabric like that has more of a barrier to protect the plants from the temperature. So, you know, gardening is never a one and done. You're always going to be learning. Like I show you on this channel, like we're always learning, especially alongside the students. So when the students do get back in session next semester, we'll be able to share with them like how the temperature changed and all that, how it affected the plants and what we were able to do to either combat it or learn from it. So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys all the damage that weather and ice / snow caused. Let us know in the comments what damage was done to your garden, if you have one, no matter how big or small. Let us know in the comments. And if you have any tips to protecting your plants during cold, freezing weather, let us know as well. We just like to share information with one another, and we would love to hear from you guys. Again, like this video, comment, share, subscribe, and click the notification bell to be notified of when we drop new videos. And follow us on Facebook, Instagram at EBLLCINC, and TikTok Project Grape. And we will see you guys later in the garden. Bye.